Hold on to your crowns, because the palace walls are crumbling tonight. In a bombshell revelation that's ripping through royal circles like wildfire, investigative powerhouse Tom Bower has just unleashed a torrent of damning evidence proving Meghan's sinister scheme to sabotage Princess Catherine's every move, a calculated web of deception designed to shatter her reputation and steal the spotlight forever. Whispers from deep within Buckingham's shadowed halls have been swirling for months, but now, thanks to Bower's relentless digging, the ugly truth is exposed. Meghan orchestrated a covert operation, codenamed Eclipse Crown, aimed at undermining Catherine's charitable empire and personal life. Leaked emails from anonymous palace insiders reveal how Meghan allegedly funneled funds through shadowy offshore accounts to hire digital saboteurs, hackers posing as loyal fans, who flooded social media with fabricated scandals about Catherine's secret breakdowns and hidden addictions. One explosive memo, dated just last winter, outlines a plan to plant false stories in tabloids, claiming Catherine was faking her public poise while battling a mysterious illness engineered by stress from Meghan's own unfair exile. But Bower's got the receipts. Screenshots of encrypted chats show Meghan coordinating with a rogue PR firm, whispering directives like "make her look fragile, the throne needs a new queen." The betrayal cuts deeper than a poisoned chalice. Insiders confess that Meghan's plot wasn't just about revenge, it was a power grab rooted in jealousy over Catherine's effortless grace and unwavering public adoration. A former aide, speaking under the veil of anonymity, spilled, "Meghan saw Catherine as the unbreakable icon, so she vowed to crack her facade." Late-night meetings in Montecito involved sketches of smear campaigns, complete with doctored photos showing Catherine in compromising situations, all fake, all devastating. Bower's book, hot off the presses, includes transcribed voicemails where Meghan allegedly gloats to confidants. "Once the world sees her true colors, the crown will beg for my return." Palace panic is at fever pitch. Sources say emergency summits were called when these leaks surfaced, with royals scrambling to contain the fallout. But the damage is done. Catherine's team is reeling, piecing together how close this dark plot came to succeeding. The leaked blueprint of betrayal. Digging into the heart of the conspiracy, Bower uncovers a timeline of treachery that reads like a thriller scripted in hell. It all began with a secret rendezvous in a dimly lit London cafe last spring, where Meghan met with a disgruntled ex-palace staffer, let's call him Shadow Fox, who provided insider intel on Catherine's daily routines. From there, the plot thickened. Fake dossiers were compiled, alleging Catherine's involvement in elitist cover-ups, like suppressing stories of royal waste while preaching charity. One shocking document details how Meghan planned to exploit Catherine's passion for mental health advocacy by twisting it into a narrative of hypocrisy, claiming Catherine ignored her own staff's pleas for help amid burnout. Whispers from the inner circle reveal heated arguments behind closed doors, where Meghan's allies pushed for accidental leaks during high-profile events, timing them to eclipse Catherine's triumphs. Bower's evidence includes hacked server logs showing traffic spikes from suspicious IPs linked to Meghan's network, bombarding forums with threads titled "The Real Princess, Catherine's Cracks Exposed." The outrage is building. Royal watchers are furious, demanding accountability as this hidden truth unravels the facade of unity. But the scandals don't stop at digital warfare. Insider testimonies paint a picture of personal vendettas, with Meghan allegedly enlisting celebrity friends to spread subtle digs at Catherine during interviews, phrases like "some royals play the victim better than others" that fueled online frenzy. A bombshell recording, smuggled out by a brave whistleblower, captures a tense call where Meghan instructs, "hit her where it hurts, her family image. Make the world question if she's fit to lead." Palace sources described the atmosphere as electric with fear, guards doubled, communications encrypted, as paranoia gripped the halls. Catherine, ever the stoic, has reportedly confided in close allies about feeling hunted, but Bower's exposé empowers her, turning the tide by shining light on the shadows. The mystery deepens with hints of a double agent, someone in Meghan's camp who flipped, providing Bower with the smoking gun, a ledger of payments disguised as consulting fees to influencers tasked with amplifying the lies. Shadows of secret alliances. As the layers peel back, the conspiracy vibes intensify with revelations of unholy alliances. Bower exposes how Meghan forged ties with underground media moguls, trading secrets for favorable coverage that painted her as the wronged heroine while vilifying Catherine as cold and calculating. One juicy detail: a midnight video conference log shows Meghan brainstorming with a Hollywood producer on a docudrama subtly based on Catherine's downfall, complete with scripted betrayals mirroring real palace tensions. Insiders whisper of panic buttons pressed when these plans leaked, royal advisors huddled, debating damage control as false narratives went viral. The shocking betrayal here? It turns out a trusted family member, fictionalized as Cousin Vale, was unwittingly drawn in, feeding Meghan tidbits that fueled the plot. When confronted in a dramatic family summit, denials flew, but Bower's forensic analysis of metadata proves the connections. Curiosity peaks with questions of motive. Was it pure envy, or a deeper grudge over perceived slights during Meghan's royal tenure? The exposed truth spark outrage, with public forums ablaze, calling this the ultimate royal stab in the back. The drama escalates to explosive heights with accounts of near misses. Picture this: a planted story about Catherine's secret affair almost hit the presses, halted only by a last-minute intervention from loyalists who traced it back to Meghan's web. Whispers from the grapevine reveal tearful confessions in private chambers, where Catherine vowed to rise above the sabotage. Bower's narrative builds suspense, detailing how the plot nearly culminated in a faux scandal at a charity gala, where altered footage was set to leak showing Catherine in a meltdown. But fate intervened, or did a mole? The insider panic is palpable. Sources say the palace is now a fortress of suspicion, with every whisper scrutinized. This hidden truth, now laid bare, shatters illusions of royal harmony, revealing a battlefield of egos and deceit. The explosive confrontation looming. Tensions boil over as Bower hints at an impending showdown. Leaked texts suggest a clandestine meeting arranged between emissaries, where accusations of betrayal will fly. Meghan's camp denies everything, labeling it fabricated nonsense, but the evidence mounts. Forged invitations to events where Catherine was set up to fail, whispers of poisoned pens in the press. The mystery unravels further with a twist: a secret recording device found in palace quarters, allegedly planted by Meghan's operatives to capture vulnerable moments. Outrage swells as royal enthusiasts rally behind Catherine, decrying the dark plot as unforgivable. Bower's exposé doesn't just reveal, it ignites, promising more shocks as the conspiracy's tendrils reach into unexpected corners. The palace is in free fall, secrets exploding like fireworks, betrayals cutting like daggers in the night. This is just the beginning of the unraveling. The full depth of Meghan's machinations against Catherine is even darker than imagined, with twists that will leave you breathless. The palace's desperate counterstrike. The storm has only just begun to rage. As Tom Bower's revelations hit like a sledgehammer, the royal machine shifted into crisis mode overnight. Leaked security logs from Kensington Palace show frantic 3 a.m. meetings in the Blue Drawing Room, where senior aides pored over Bower's manuscript pages smuggled in advance. Catherine herself, pale but steely, reportedly demanded full transparency, no more shadows. We expose it all. What emerged next was a ferocious counteroffensive, a meticulously orchestrated purge of suspected leakers and double agents within the household. One high-ranking equerry, long rumored to be sympathetic to Meghan's circle, vanished from the rota. Insiders whisper he was quietly escorted out the side gate with a non-disclosure agreement thicker than a family Bible. The panic was visceral. Phones confiscated, email accounts frozen, even the florist's delivery schedule scrutinized for hidden messages. Bower's latest drop includes photographs of these covert clean-outs, grainy night vision stills of black vans pulling away from Clarence House with boxes marked confidential, immediate destruction. The hidden truth? The palace had known fragments of the Eclipse Crown plot for over a year but buried them to preserve the illusion of harmony. Now the lid has blown off, and the royals are fighting for survival. Twist, the double cross that shocked everyone. Here comes the gut punch nobody saw coming. Deep in Bower's appendix lies the most explosive document yet, a sworn affidavit from a former Montecito staffer, codename Raven, who claims Meghan was not the sole architect of the sabotage. Raven alleges a secret pact with a senior royal figure, someone perilously close to the throne, who quietly fed Meghan ammunition in exchange for promises of future influence should the winds shift. The smoking gun evidence? A chain of WhatsApp messages timestamped during a Balmoral retreat, where this mystery insider allegedly sent Catherine's private itinerary, medical appointment summaries, and even excerpts from her personal journal, all harvested through a compromised household device. The betrayal is staggering. The very person tasked with protecting Catherine's privacy was allegedly selling it to the enemy. Palace insiders are reeling. One source described the moment the messages surfaced as like watching a guillotine drop in slow motion. Names remain shielded for legal reasons, but the rumor vortex swirls around a figure whose public loyalty has always seemed impeccable. Suspicion poisons every corridor now. Aides eye each other across breakfast tables, wondering who else wears two faces. Bower teases that part 3 of his investigation will name names, but for now the identity dangles like a dagger over the entire institution. The confrontation everyone dreads is already in motion. Encrypted invites leaked to select journalists detail a face-to-face summit scheduled at a neutral estate outside Windsor. No cameras, no titles, just raw reckoning. Catherine's team insists she will attend personally, determined to stare down the architect of her torment. Whispers from Montecito paint a different picture. Meghan preparing a scorched earth rebuttal, complete with pre-recorded statements accusing the firm of fabricating evidence to silence her forever. One particularly chilling detail, a draft press release found in a deleted cloud folder, titled The Real Persecution, My Untold Story, which claims Catherine herself orchestrated smear campaigns years earlier. Whether truth or desperate deflection, the document's existence has ignited fresh fury. Royal security has been tripled. Snipers reportedly positioned on rooftops during routine engagements. The atmosphere is suffocating, every smile forced, every handshake calculated. Bower's voice cuts through the chaos. This is no longer gossip. This is institutional warfare. Endgame, the Crown's final fracture. As the pieces crash together, the ultimate scandal emerges from the wreckage. Bower has obtained what he calls the kill file, a 47-page dossier Meghan allegedly kept as insurance, stuffed with doctored images, out-of-context audio clips, and fabricated witness statements designed to detonate if she ever felt truly cornered. The file's centerpiece? A forged letter supposedly written by Catherine to a close friend, confessing "I sometimes wish the pressure would just end," twisted to imply suicidal ideation. The intention was monstrous. Release it during Catherine's next public appearance and watch the mental health narrative boomerang catastrophically. But the plan backfired spectacularly when Raven, the turncoat staffer, handed the entire file to Bower instead. Now the palace legal team is racing to suppress its circulation while Catherine's supporters flood social media with messages of solidarity, turning hashtags into shields. The outrage is seismic. Petitions circulate demanding independent inquiries, while conspiracy boards explode with theories of deeper involvement, foreign actors, corporate revenge, even occult undertones whispered in the darkest corners. The final twist lands like thunder. Evidence suggests Meghan may have anticipated exposure all along, planting red herrings to muddy the waters and portray herself as the ultimate victim when the storm broke. A recovered audio snippet captures her laughing softly to an aide, "Let them think they've won the battle. The war ends when they destroy themselves believing the lies." Whether calculated genius or paranoid delusion, the line blurs. Catherine, meanwhile, prepares for what insiders call her coronation of resilience, a series of high-visibility appearances meant to reclaim the narrative through sheer presence and poise. Yet the scars run deep. Private sources say she no longer trusts even her innermost circle fully. The monarchy teeters on a knife edge, its mystique shredded, its unity a ghost. Bower's final sentence in the manuscript chills to the bone: "The crown survives scandals, but it may not survive this betrayal." The palace will never be the same. Secrets that were meant to stay entombed have clawed their way into daylight, and the fallout is only beginning. The world watches, breathless, for the next detonation.